that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. In this evening's live, as we are about 1 hour and 42 minutes until the daily close, XRP's done exactly what we want to see it do, as it is coiled up here on a very nice bull, or I guess you could call it a bull flag, as we've now double tapped that breakout point that used to be resistance ever since June of 2022. We back tested it now at 67 cents approximately, and now we actually have the ability to start breaking up here. And at some point, as long as we don't implode on ourselves, we should be looking at a imminent. And imminent can mean a day or two, but within this end part of this formation, we really should be looking at about a 15 to 20% instant burst, much like what we seen the other day. And that's going to be interesting, because if that does in fact happen, you would blow past a 77-month consolidation at 75 cents right now as that resistance. And then you would have the ability, if you had 81 cents, to back test now at 75 cents. And if you held that and then followed through and pushed through that 81 cents, you're looking at potentially here confirming a breakout of a 77-month consolidation since we had all-time highs. And that the technical target, if that were to happen in signal, would be $1.98. That would be the retest of the breakdown in the 2021 market cycle, when most were on bull runs, but we were in a bear market rally of epic proportions. So that is something to absolutely be like, oh my God, like this could actually happen. And so it's going to be very interesting here. I don't think this is the right time to sell your XRP as a holder. Obviously, we're in spot with XRP. For the ones in leverage, obviously, we'll go through it all, but this pertains to the spot positions because I think it's king. And just what we've already done is crazy. But what's coming next is going to be pretty interesting, because you've seen the ups and downs, We went from not being able to break 66.6 cents, going all the way up to 75, coming back down to 66.6 cents to retest it the first time. Actually came to like 65.8 cents roughly. Then we seen last night, we had to swing back up to 703, forming what would end up being the reversal part of this pattern. It came right back down to about 67. It was 66.9 cents this morning to double that hit. So we double tapped the breakout resistance as support now twice. That's huge. So now that all of that happened, and Bitcoin not only went up to our technical target at 73,300, well, not quite our technical target, but it first came through, but 73,007, okay, I guess it did. It hit our technical target of 73,773, and now it back tested here too. That's, if it wouldn't have back tested, I'd be like, okay, well, you know what? We still got to do this, but it already came back through. And now if it pushes through here, we can come up to the actual resistance point where we should be hunting at around 76,388 at the top of this rising channel that we formed into after the broadening wedge. So, and we fulfilled that technical target. Now it's just, those are your targets. If you break down out of this broadening wedge, it's like 55K. If you break up, it's 85.5K. And that move supports us not building a bigger handle and only being about a 10,000 point handle. I could totally see it going up to there before the halving and then just collapsing. If not saying it's going to go outright, but that's where we would have the pullback. Buy the rumor, sell the news. But we've never had this happen before in the history of Bitcoin when we've had a halving. I don't know if anybody realizes this. We've never created a new all-time high leading into it. So this is a first. You know, so this is different. So we can't judge it on a different cycle because no other cycle's done this. And then the other beautiful thing that's setting up, and it's taken me a while, but because of recent things that have happened in the past couple of months, I've only got, well, I have 10,000 solo, but I've only got 2,000 Corium now after what's happened. And it would have been nice to have more leading up to this run, because when it had a run up before, solo was still down, and I transitioned into it because I personally believe more in solo than Corium. Not that I don't like Corium, but there's something about solo that I really think it's a sleeping giant. So is Corium. But something about solo tugs at me a little bit different. And I've been waiting to talk about this for fucking months. And now we're coiled up, folks. We are coiled up, and we are getting ready to have a move. That is getting ready. And at some point, we're coming up to 19.3 cents and retesting that area. And right now, we're looking at a nice move of 15, 20%. We're coming up, it looks like 18.6 cents is right now in the works. We know we like to have a lot of volatility before we have moves, which we already have, but I believe this move is set up. Corium already went up today as well. So I think that's set up, though, and it has been lagging. I don't know what is going on with silver, and I hope somebody can help me. For hours, gold's moving. Oh my God, silver finally moved. As sure as I'm standing here, silver's been stuck at $25 for like 2 hours. It finally moved 1 cent. Thank you, Jesus. But I don't know what's going on there. There's got to be the perfect storms piling up here, folks. I added more to my B2 gold today. I've added another, and it's crazy, but I added another $300 today, as I like to buy every week. And that's getting up there quite in the position there. That's like $4,500 is into that position, and the average right now is $2.45. So, or $2.44. But anyhow, forget all that. That's the precious metals and commodities. I'm excited. I'm excited because I can see a potential of a setup here. But let me get into this so that I can say hi to everybody. I don't know how many people. Oh boy, there's a lot of people, and I've been talking for a while. I'm going to turn my phone on in a sec, but if you are watching right now, please make sure to hit that like button so that YouTube will recommend this video. If you think XRP is about to have a bullish breakout, we have 58 people that hit that like button. If you think XRP is about to break out, or if you think Solo is about to break out, hit that like button. I want to see where we go from 58 likes, and I'll check that in a minute. I'm going to timestamp this and then get to the comments, but please make sure to hit that like button so that YouTube will recommend this video, or this live, I should say, and allow more people to reach this beautiful community, because I think we do something special here, and there's no place I'd rather be. I made a very good decision today in not doing my live earlier. Well, it's not a normal live. This is my normal live, but I've been doing 2 a day. But my voice was just having none of it because I do so many updates throughout the day anyhow. So I made an informed decision so that I could be on here. And if I got to be on here until the close tonight, damn it, we're going to be on here for an hour and 40 minutes if we have to be. So, but right now, XRP, it's on the verge here. It's on the verge here of starting to break out. And hopefully, we will be able to watch this all together. So, let me timestamp this and let me get to everything. I see a donation already. Oh my goodness. So, good evening. 6:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, March 13th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. And for some of you who always ask, from the old days, the good old days, if anybody's in the audience who remembers this intro, good evening, XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XM and Future Digibyte OG. And I only do that because a couple days in a row people have been saying that in the chat, so I figured I would appease you. I used to do that, but it's such a long name when I started, nobody could, it wouldn't be recommended easily. So I had to shorten it to XRP Future Millionaire, and the rest is history. But that's how I came into YouTube. So, and yes, we have a side bet on DGB, well, a side bet on XLM, and you know how it goes. So let me get to the comments here. I really thank everybody. I see Bandina was up $1,500 an amp. You are the man. You are the man. Yep. Oh, we'll get to that. I did very well on amp as well. Oh, man. Oh, man. And I put it into Casper after now. So, oh, buddy. We'll see what happens. JW, welcome in, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. I don't know if I missed anything above, because somebody typed a Matt H. Did I miss something in the Matt? Oh, it's not. Oh, that's what's going on. Hold on. It's on. It didn't log on to my YouTube. It didn't. Well, it did, but it didn't refresh, so I wasn't seeing the updates of the comments. I'm like, something doesn't seem right here. I just seen something come through. All right, this will be much better. Here we go. Much better. Oh, yeah, much better. Now I see what's going on. Because Joshua was up there, and he sent a donation right at the top, so I don't want to miss anything like that. So here, I'm going to put this on the top just so everybody can see. But anyhow, let me get to these comments. So Alexander, welcome in. Morning from Thailand. He says, thank you so much for tuning in. Mark Caston, welcome in. We've got Marcus. Alexander, welcome. Angela, welcome in along with Stanley. And thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the 589 badge. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Matt Holden, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 5 months with the XRP Predictor. Hit that like button, he says. Yes, indeed. If you think XRP and Solo are going to break out here, hell, for that matter, Flare, because it is also set up beautifully. I want to know. XLM, you can throw it in there. The ones that are in the same rotation that we own, I think, are about to have a nice little move here. Again. But we're getting used to this, aren't we, folks? Oh, we're getting used to this. Let's see. Man, there's so many comments already, and it keeps resetting on me. For the intro, Joshua, thank you so much for the $1.99. I'll get back down there in a sec. Let me see if I can just find everybody, because I'm not going to be able to just give me a hard time right now, because you know how YouTube likes to do this. Lewis, welcome in. Martin, Will, GF Mesa, Andrew, Danny, Sav. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Joshua, thank you for the $1.99. Tanya, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over a year with the I Told You So badge. ATK and Matt Holden, thank you both for being in Tom's Army for over 5 months with the XRP Predictor. Bandito422, thank you so much for the $9.99 donation. Says up $1,500 on my AMP. Bought when you did, but missed the 17 cents holding still. Hey, there's no problem with holding, my friend. I seen an opportunity where $490 turned into, well, you know, $1,700 real quick in 3 days. So it's doing more work for me, doing more work. But there's nothing wrong with holding it. I thank you for paying it forward, though. Thank you so much. And for being in Tom's Army for 5 months with the XRP Predictor. Rob Holcutt and CJ2 Pilot, thank you both so much for being in Tom's Army for 3 months with the XRP Meteor. Hamza, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 1 month with the XP, or the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. Oh, you better believe it. That's my face superimposed on there. It sure is. It sure is. Mo, Casper is still very cheap, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for 3 months with the XP Meteor. Hello, Flyer. Thank you for tuning in and being in Tom's Army for 5 months with the XRP Predictor. Joel, welcome in, and thank you so much for joining Tom's Army and being in Tom's Army now for 1 month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. I really appreciate that. Randall, thank you for paying it forward with the $4.99 donations. Appreciate you, my friend. That was really, really, really cool of you to do that. I really appreciate that. I've not talked about any of this stuff yet. You guys are just awesome. Kerry Roach, welcome in. Can you see it? Going back to retest that low. We'll talk about all of these retest possibilities. But I want to welcome the new member as well, as I've already said it. But Joe G, thank you for making me the happiest person on the planet today, as I would say, for joining Tom's Army for month 1. I love seeing somebody join during the live. There's no better feeling. Angela Dean, welcome in, love, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for 2 years and more with the 589 badge. Let me go down here. ATK, welcome in, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for 5 months with the XRP Predictor. Tanya, welcome in, love, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over a year with the I Told You So badge, and we will look at H-Bar tonight. Devin, welcome in, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Patrick, give you one good reason why XRP will thrive. If I have to give you that reason, it's not the one for you. I'm not going to sit here and schlub you up. Bob Burtner, welcome in, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for 1 month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens, and good evening to you. But one good reason would be because it's got enough liquidity to supply the world banking system. And it seems that XRP is the only token that banks around the world are willing to do business with as far as the crypto space and the terms for a liquidity pool. You got to look deeper into it to see it, but that's the reason I would give you, friend. Neo Detecting, welcome in. Sav, XOB to the moon. Will, Rob, Martin, welcome in from the UK. Lewis, welcome in. Lewis. John London, welcome in, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the 589 badge. Glad you got rid of the final count. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. That was in, well, in fairness, I had to get rid of it once I became partner. But it was a good 3-week run with it, or 4 weeks. I think it was. Jeff Meza, that was back in 21. Will it blow past 82 to the next resistance at $1? Not initially. If it gets up there, I'll show everybody in a second. Andrew, Danny, Sav, welcome in. Moon Louis, welcome. Bobby Ferguson, James Morgeson, and Joshua Gerardo, welcome in. Thank you for reading Tom's Army for 5 months with the XP Predictor. Yes, Joshua, Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing did post indeed. He's got a nice few things in there that people should listen to him about. What is going on here? This never happens. Why are there so many donations here so quickly? I'm not one to ask, but it's a beautiful thing to see scrolling across the top when I'm just saying hi to everybody. BCK Barbershop, welcome in. Light Switch Tom, welcome in, and thank you so much, my fellow Tom, for being in Tom's Army for 2 months now with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Big story behind that one as well. Angela, yes, we can look at Quant, and it's foretelling what XRP is going to do based on the about 15% move in the last 30 hours. James Montgomery, welcome in. I believe I already said hello to you, my friend. Danny, thank you so much for the $20 donation in your first super chat on the stream. Wow, during the live. Thank you so much for that. Patrick, blah, blah, Tom, give your honest opinion. XR Raptor, welcome in. Let's see. Lewis, one bad idea, AI goes back down. That's when all other coins will go up. I've noticed the trend. That's not bad. That's not a bad call. Like the AGIs of the world. Or AGIX or whatever the hell it is. Mo, welcome in, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for 3 months with the Meteor. I see you having a nice conversation. Big CJ, welcome in. Light Switch Tom, thank you so much for the $10 donation on top of being in Tom's Army for 2 months. Says thank you for all you do and the effort you put in every single day. It's my pleasure. His first YouTube super chat. Look at that. Look at that. He says it's not enough for me just to be part of Tom's Army, which certainly it is. He donates. What a guy. What a guy. Will Rob, welcome to Tom's Army during this live as well. Thank you so much for that. He's in month 1, and I know that because he's got the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. And even if you have not been in Tom's Army for a while, but you already were in before, it'll continue where you left off. Yes, as Danny said, Jesus is Lord and King. Let's go. Yes, don't forget to give our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, you know, the time of day. Don't forget to give thanks. Nobody, welcome in. This message has been held review. I don't believe that. Joshua, I'm going to show it because I don't believe in that. Joshua, don't tickle that man. XRP is to go. JW. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, Devin, so you know about Lewis, and so does Joshua. Rock and XRP Painter, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3 months with the XP Meteor. James Montgomery, thanks for re-upping in Tom's Army. Now it's 9 months. Holy moly, that means the XRP Predictor is the 6-month emoji badge. Okay, thanks for being in Tom's Army for at least 6 months for the XRP Predictor. That's interesting. See, I get them confused because it's been so long. Kwame, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army along with Joe G for 1 month here. I appreciate that as you have the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. V, Casper is indeed heating up, and we'll look at that as well tonight. As you know, I shifted my profits from AMP into Casper, so we'll see what happened. And I got 25,000 extra Casper, so we're working with 35,000 now. Joe G, thank you for that. Really, I appreciate it. Positivity is up and future millionaires incoming. Yeah, in time, in time. Criminally says, hey, Tom, you give me hope. I can recoup my 20,000 I lost when it crashed all 2 years ago. Hey, I've helped a lot of people just by them watching do a lot. Some people have lost more than 20,000. I don't want to say names, and they've made it all back and then some. But it takes patience and consistency. JZ, welcome in. Criminally Crypto, welcome. Electra Holo, welcome. I need hopium. Hey, we'll get hopium. Anthony, welcome, and thanks for the suggestion to move to BITUNIX. Was on Kraken last Thursday. I lost assets to my account. Still can't get to my assets, but at least I have a better platform. Yes, yes. And if you are wondering what he's talking about, in the video description below and our pinned comments, there's BITUNIX. Whether you're in the USA, Canada, or the UK or abroad, trade on BITUNIX. It does not go down in the high times of volatility. They have their trading license in both the US and Canada for anybody worried. They've never let go of XRP with all the unregulatory uncertainty. So that's a place to buy XRP. And they have the lowest spot fees and future leverage trading fees on the market in the USA for sure. But not just that, in the high times of volatility, as this fine gentleman said, the likes of Uphold and Kraken and Binance and fucking Coinbase and all your normal ones, they always go down. So last July when XRP went up 94%, we noticed that there was one exchange that was still trading, and we're like, what the hell is going on here? Because somebody mentioned it in the comments on one of the lives, because all of our exchanges were down. And I studied it for like 6 months before I actually started promoting this exchange, because I wanted to make sure it was for real. I'll tell you what, it's the best thing that ever happened to me, because you don't even need to do a KYC, so I can send crypto from another exchange if I want to get money to make trades. And literally, if I spent $1,000 and made a trade for XRP on Uphold, you guarantee me I'm losing 50 bucks at least off the bottom line. Easy. Maybe 75, 80 in this time of high times of volatility. You make the same trade on BITUNIX that costs you $2. Makes me want to bash my head through the wall with what I lost in 21. As most of you know, maybe some of you don't, but I was on Uphold, and I still am, but I lost almost $1,000 when I sold out of XRP. Oh, I was so upset because I didn't have that experience. I used to trade the stock market, and my 3,500 was up a lot, and it was up to almost 14,000 with all the stuff I was selling. But I lost over $1,000 on Uphold because it was a high time of volatility. If I would have just known to send it to another exchange like BITUNIX to sell it, I could have sent Tether over to like Kraken and got charged like 30 bucks or 40 bucks, and it would have been nowhere near, oh my God, what I cost myself because I didn't know. So I vow, that's why I share it. So make sure you click on that. Take advantage of that. But I don't talk about it a lot unless it's relevant. Let's see. Mandoline, thank you so much for the $10 donation. He says, blessings, King. Yes, indeed. Amen. Amen. Thanks for the suggestion to move to BITUNIX. Yes, Anthony, thank you so much. I'm sorry that you lost access on Kraken, but yeah, I'm familiar with their platform too. I actually use them as a hub to withdraw into my bank account if I have to. So here we go. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Aussie doesn't have a problem in Australia either. Excellent. Good. See, this is what I want to know. So BITUNIX is worldwide, it looks like. So if you want to use BITUNIX worldwide, I'm just going to put it on there. I'm not even going to... That's what it is. That's where I would go. I'm sick of paying the exchanges just to buy my damn crypto. And I also am never going to feel like a criminal buying XRP. So I will never, ever use a VPN to get around it to use an exchange. If they're going to make me use a VPN, they can suck... Well, as JW would say, you need to calm down, Tom. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself in trouble. And he's right. So this is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at. We back tested this twice now. It's beautiful. I mean, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful thing. And how many people hit the like button? 144 people, but now we have 223 people in here now. My God. It's fine in the UK too, says Mark Cass, and this is awesome. I love hearing this. I love hearing this. Joe says he likes Tom yelling at people. It happens sometimes. Most thieves have the common decency to brandish a weapon when they rob you. Uphold, not so much. I agree, Vaughn. You know what they used against us? The fact that they never got rid of XRP, and it was for our security that we get charged it. I'm not buying it no more. I'm not buying it no more. I like holding my stuff there, but you know what really pissed me off? I'll be honest. I could accept the overcharging, but when they said they were going to have a cold wallet, especially for XRP, and they were advertising this feature, I'm thinking, okay, well, all these fees they're taking, at least they're about to give us something crazy. You know what these fine humans did? They charge you for this great service. So not only are they backstabbing you out of, you know, when you sell and charging you an arm and a leg, now they're charging you for this beautiful, this new wallet. That was the final straw. So anyhow, enough of Uphold. I've given them enough attention. I do trust them, though. It's just, man, oh man, does my wallet burn a pocket? Or I don't even have any money in my pocket because it burns right out of it. Literally. They didn't even give me the decency to keep my pants. I'm wearing like a cloth, like back in the old day, from like tree bark. That's why I can't show me below the waist, by the way. Anyhow, XRP, beautiful consolidation here after the breakout. So, how did we get to where we're at? How did we get to where we're at? And please hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this. So, how did we get to where we're at? This pattern's been going on that we broke out of since June of 2022. June of 2022. I've already drawn this for everybody before it even happened. I put this handle in here after now, and we can see. So what's happening here is, let me put this into a lower time frame. So let me put this in perspective. For all the new viewers and all the old viewers, this is why you're going to love being here. Not one, because I care about each and every one of you, and you can build a portfolio like mine, and I'm not going to make you pay for anything. It's not hidden. So, this, first step, this is when the cup started. Right here. This is back in April of 2022. What was that again? April of 2022. Oh, this is about 2 years to the day. So we come through. Last July, when everybody got pissed, when the lawsuit settled about it not being a security for retail, it went up 94%. The entire XRP army cried foul. And I begged everybody to understand this is that part of the handle. It has to form. It could take a long time to do it, but when it comes out of it, we're going to reap the rewards if you're patient. Now, it came through, formed the handle. I just put it like a triangle, so you could see it's like pouring out the cup. Some people could say it's like a pot in a kettle because it took so long. So, now it pushed up. And this is significant. Not only did we push up, we now broke the rising channel resistance from June of 2022 as well. That was formed. Now you're getting somewhere, because now you're understanding how this pattern was started. When this cup started, this is where our supports first started when the cup dropped out. When it formed the bottom of the cup, this is where the rising channel resistance started. I have never put it in those words because it didn't matter until now. I've only said that rising channel resistance is everything if we can break it. That's because it would mean we put a bullish handle on the cup, and that drop that everybody got mad about in 24 or 3 was imminent. It needed it. We needed this. Otherwise, we couldn't do this. We had to form a catastrophic handle here. That's liquidity. Look how beautiful we did that. Boom. Finally broke out here on that 20% pump. Finally. Now we back tested it twice. And even came through the rising channel resistance a little bit to prove that the support was strong and we could come through on a quick wick and still be able to support ourselves back out. And what I mean by that is look how we created this bull flag, but it came down through to 65.8. You would think that it was fucked. Excuse my French. You would think that we were screwed because after all that time, we already had the evidence before. Every time it came through, and this is why I'm so thrilled the way it did this. Not once, but twice it tested it. Because every time we came through in the past, since 22, look at this. First time, fake out. That was July of 2023. We needed that to form the handle. Second time, fake out. And I told everybody, do not listen to that. That was the fake ETF. And I said, how the hell are they going to have news of an ETF if you still don't even have a settlement or an end of the lawsuit? That's asinine. Plus, the charts weren't telling us about it. Third, breakout. Right here recently, that was back in December. Every time we've never been able to hold. We've only had one time where we actually made a double top. So now we've got a real chance here though, because now we formed a true handle. And now we're breaking out. And now if we break it into a smaller zone. Oh yeah, I'm sure Pepe is. It just dropped everybody's pants for the last few days if you got in at the top. So now it's got to start pulling them back up so you're at about half stat, half mass. But it's the same thing. I could point at anything. It's like I could be here and say, well, I should have put all my money from XRP, because that's what some people say. And I should put it in Pepe. Well, in my case, I should have put all my money in XRP. I could have put it into what? You remember what happened? AMP. And I could have turned 3,500 instead of 500 into 1,700. I could have turned, you're getting the picture here. I could have turned 3,500 into like 14,000 or 12,000. And then I could have just flipped it back into XRP. See, that's one way of getting yourself in trouble, though. That's why I own assets outside of it, so I was able to enjoy the pump while I'm waiting for XRP. I love XRP too because it's easier to accumulate. I seen somebody else just say because it feels less risky. Absolutely. It acts as a stable coin. The World Bank actually acknowledged it as a stable coin. I've been saying it was a stable coin since 21 and people wanted to lynch me. But it's not a bad thing. That means that we will be able to accumulate better than any other. Look how easy it is to over time, and then when it's ready in 2021, it only took, and this is the crazy part, it only took 9 days, and I'm being serious, 9 days from 59 cents until it hit the swing high of that cycle at $1.98. 9 days before it topped out and it was done. That was it. So for 9 days, if you were, or for the first 8 days, if you bought in, you were like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. It's never going to end. The person who bought in 9 days and on, they're all screwed until you bought in back around the uptrend. And that was formed in 2020 after the drop. That's what I mean. Like, this is all set up. You just have to understand how this has been playing out. Some people are just tuning in now saying, oh, why would it break out now? We've been waiting 7 fucking years, 77 months, but not just that. From 2021 when it broke down, we've been waiting 3 years for this culmination here. 3 years. So it's time. It's time to start taking advantage of the market. And now nobody thinks it's time. But now when nobody thinks it's the right time and everybody's getting rid of it, how many people did you see said they sold XRP before this recent 20% move? How many people did you say were waiting until 12 cents? How many said Bitcoin was going to crash when we called the bottom when it retraced to 26,500 the second time? Literally. Like, and now look at this. Now people are saying they're selling. I don't, like, tell me you don't understand technical analysis without telling me. Crashing price, crashing volume is a bullish continuation. You couldn't have more crashing volume than we have in this particular, look at this. I couldn't be happier. In the 30-minute time frame, just follow. And when I'm passionate like this, it's good because we're on the money right now. 11.6 million, 24, 10, 9.6, 4.4, 2.17. Ready? Ready for this? On the first jump, just so we can remember. 11.67, the big push, 24.68. Continued 10.2. Then we had 9.6 and so on. Now we start breaking down. Ready? 2.1. Let's get to one good candle here for 6.8. But now ready? Now when we start pushing down, look at this. And to show it in even a better way so we don't have to go through every single candle, let's do this in the 4-hour time frame. I mean, look at how beautiful this is setting up for continuation. I haven't been this excited in a long time about XRP. 16.6 million in the 4-hourly, 22.8 million in the 4-hourly. Now we start coming down. 8.7. We had 62 million on our big push. Even on this one we had 16. On this one we had 22. Our first dump candle we have 8.7 because this one was both ways at 15. 8.7. Then we kind of have a hold candle, so I don't want to count those. And our big breakdown candle here, 9.6. This is telling a story. Have another one here where we hold. Now we start breaking down again. 6.9, 5.8, 3 million. I mean, this is the perfect recipe for a bullish continuation. Not to mention that that's the most beautifully defined bull flag I've seen out of XRP in years after a breakout. Generally, after we have a breakout, it looks like hell. So as long as we don't lose, and this can all be invalidated, and yes, everything can change in a heartbeat. It can be invalidated at 66.6 cents if we lose that rising channel. Yes, I hold Casper. In fact, yesterday, when it was dumping a little bit, I shifted. As everybody knows, I sold out of AMP. If you were watching the live yesterday, 500, 490, whatever dollars it was. I bought 93,000 tokens, and that turned into almost 1,700. So I sold it when it got to 17 cents on Uphold, even though I wasn't planning on it, but it was up fucking 250% in one day, plus another almost 100 the other day before it. So I sold it and I put it into, and it turned into 25,500 tokens of Casper on top of the 10,000 I own. So yes, I did. And yesterday, I don't even remember the price. It was doing what it was doing. It was probably at, I don't know what time. It was yesterday's live around this time. Somewhere down here at 4.7 I put it in. 4.79 probably, if I had to guess. And I did it on air. I shifted it in there. I put it came out to like 25,000 and some change tokens of Casper that I put in on top of the 10,000 I already owned. So I'm anticipating something big, because this one as well has formed out of the handle, and now it back tested multiple times that 479 pivot point. So now I anticipate, even at worst, that this is getting ready to have a move up to about 546, but it could be way bigger than that. If we break out of this formation, we're not going to get ahead of ourselves, but if we break out of this, it's going to be much bigger. But at least in the short term, that W's formed now, and we made a beautiful call yesterday, and it should be up about 9% here in the short term. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. So, and now it's solo real quick before I drag on any longer. It's already been 36 minutes I've talked. And please make sure to hit that like button, as we have another fantastic viewing audience. 252 people. We haven't even done anything. The bottom line is XRP's done diddly squat here, and people are still tuning in, and it makes me feel so good. And I don't mean diddly squat in the sense of we haven't made money. Oh, don't get me wrong. Our audience bought in at 34.6 cents if you bought in with me. So we're already up on one bagger. So let me ask you a question. Does anybody ever think it's funny when people say XRP doesn't move, but over the calendar year we made 100% plus? But anyhow, but hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this video or this live. But if you think XRP is going to break bullish here, let me know. I want to see you hit that like button. It's at 186 likes. I want to see how many people out of 250 hit that like button now if you think XRP is going to break bullish out of our formation. Solo is another one that I am more excited about than XRP. Not because I like it more than XRP, but this is one I strategically have been buying into, and now I have my 10,000 tokens plus, and I started buying it at 8 cents or 9 cents, and now my average is around 11 cents if you add everything to it. So I broke my own rule by buying it over because I didn't have what I wanted, but I needed 10,000 of Solo, and a couple months ago Corium made a run before Solo, and it gave me the chance at about 11 cents for Solo, because Corium's already had a move up to like 30 cents in the recent past. So it allowed me to push out and do what I needed to do. And I personally, and I'm no offense to Corium, I just think Solo's destined for something that I don't even think Corium's ready to experience yet. But right now, why I'm so excited about Solo, and I'll show you the pattern, but I made a promise to not just myself, but everybody in the audience who used to talk about Solo back in the day. I said when it's time and I buy my 10,000 XRP, I will have a 1-to-1 ratio at least and have Solo in the group. So I am so happy to have that. I haven't talked about it in a very long time because it's been dormant for a little bit, but we're getting close. And the reason I really like it is the total supply is 399.948 million. You heard me right. A max supply of 400 million. XRP's max supply is 99.94 billion. Current supply is 54.4 billion. So Solo has the capabilities of running 4, 5, 600, 1,000% in the blink of an eye. And look how big this, and this is why I'm talking about it so much today. I told you I would when we were ready, to the fans of Solo. And for anybody who is a fan of Solo, and I wish Solo Scrooge was in here, because I've noticed, and I haven't said it to him, but I noticed I haven't seen a video in about a month. He did a fantastic job. Wasn't getting the recognition he deserved, but I think he should stick with it. He's the sole reason I bought Solo, by the way. So Look at this magnificent, beautiful, all enticing, massive, bullish Gartley W reversal. First part of the W back up, bullish coming down. Even formed a W here, formed a W on the other side. I mean, this is looking unbelievably bullish. And if it breaks out of this pattern, we've got a long ways to go. We have got a long ways to go. And I'll show you a short target here. It's a little bit over 19.3. It's not much, but well, it's a little bit. This is my anticipated short target for when it breaks out. 21.1 cents. So on 10,000 tokens, that'll make you about 600 bucks from here. So we'll see what happens here, but I'm very excited. But this is why I like spot, because I can let this dance all day long. I can let it box it out, shake all the leverage traders or the ones who are swing traders, and I'll sit here. You know what? In fact, we'll sit here and we'll relax. See? We're going to relax. We're going to relax. And I don't smoke cigarettes, so you understand what I'm doing. We're relaxing. So, yeah, I'm out here because I love the birds and stuff. This is why I do it outside when I can. So yeah, this is what you get when it's warm enough for me. I'm always outside. Always. Unless like in the morning, I like to do it with my backdrop. Because I like having the storm and stuff on behind me. Oh, spot is king, my friend. And what do we think about solo? And we've got over 200 likes now. So some of you are actually thinking we're going to break out here. I love seeing it. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching and you're one of the 249 people, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. As we did go over today, or late last night, 20,800 subscribers. So I am so blessed and honored to continue that we're striving like this. But an update on our portfolio right now. So everything but XRP, because I have my fund of everything but XRP, and then XRP because I bought it separate with different money. So everything but XRP that I own is worth $12,400, including my XRP, and I'm not going to count the 2,000 over the top, only because I use that for everyday purchasing if I need to, which I haven't done in a while, but it's there just in case. The rest of them are stored away on the on my wallet, my cold wallet, or my on the XRP ledger via Zoom or Zaman or whatever the fuck you want to call it now. But with that, that's worth about just over $7,000. So right now the portfolio is at about $19,400, and we're talking about around $7,500 is what we paid. So to put it in perspective of how cheap we got things, you would have to look at the size of our holdings, and it doesn't seem like we would be up that much because everything's barely moved that, so, it's pretty crazy. Hey, my brother Tom, big love, just jumped in a nutshell. What's the analysis of XRP at the moment? Sorry, no, don't be sorry, Giovanni. Don't be sorry. Hazy in Oregon doing the same. I don't know what you're referring to. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to look back. But yeah, this is solo. We'll get back into XRP. So solo, I think, is getting ready for a big breakout. I think we're getting ready for a move here, and in the next couple of days, we're going to be talking about a big move. And like we talked about AMP, the only one I've ever said that was going to move a couple 100% right away was AMP. And so many people bought into it at 4.0049 cents with me, or at 0.005, whatever the hell you bought it at. And we're able to double or almost triple up in 2-3 days. Talcoin's had a nice 12% move. Yeah, I would say Talcoin's getting close to that big 50% move, 100% move. But I want to update everybody on XRP. As right now, what XRP's done is we're going to be 58 minutes away from the daily close right now. I'm going to describe it to you the best I can. XRP finished off a cup. We built a handle on the drop in July after we had the 94% gainer and then fell off, which is exactly what we needed. We've back tested now twice the rising channel resistance as support now. XRP also has a very beautifully defined bull flag here set up. Not only that, we're breaking outside of it. And if that wasn't good enough, the volume was extraordinary on the push up. It's non-existent on the crash, even though it's been breaking down. So crashing price and crashing volume, it instigates, or it tells you that we're going to have a bullish continuation. It's a bullish condition. Crashing price and rising volume is a continuation of the downside. When you have price crash this much, and this is what I'm going to tell you, and this is where they always shake everybody out. This move from when it broke out was 21%. It proceeded to back test 15% roughly, 14.5%. 14.5% it retraced. That's when most people get out. The beauty of this is, oh man, it's so beautiful. Because there's two different ways to measure this, and it's so beautiful. Nothing is going to make you mad when you see this. This is a breakout from right about here where it broke out. I mean, that basically is telegraphing us to the move to 81 cents on the flag. Then, if you just want to talk about the size of this, where we have the evidence that this was the width of the setup, we can go like this. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, whoops. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get these two fundamental targets. Whoops. But anyhow, that's how you get those targets. So the first target would be 74.8, ironically, which is the resistance, double top. And then the actual move here, based on the size of the flagpole, is telling us we should come up to, and I'll just put it where it says, 81.09 cents. Can't make this stuff up. Technical analysis works if you understand it. Now, if we break down, that's a whole nother story. If we were to break down, this would invalidate this flag, and it's hard-pressed to think it's just going to hold this 617. You do not want to, for relativity purposes, we don't want to see a breakdown here. We want to see this rally now. It's ready. It's ready. In fact, what we're going to say is, how did we not see this if and when it does happen? If somebody does say that, because we did see it. But how did we not see, this is what we're going to end up saying at the end. How did we not see the formation of an inverted arm, inverted head, inverted right arm, to continuation and back down? How did we not see it? That's all we're going to ask ourselves if we didn't see it. Because then it ends up looking like that. How many times do you see a formation look like this, and then by the time it goes like that, you're like, son of a bitch, how did I not see it? Because it's right there for the taking. And we even got this formation. We got the support, retest, breakout, back test. Now if it does it, it'll be volatile right there first. And then if it does it right, it should do it like that. So we'll see what happens here. But I'm very optimistic until I'm not. Until it gives me a reason to think otherwise. So that's what I'm looking at there for XRP. Bitcoin at 73,000. Bitcoin is breaking out of its formation, the short-term formation. At least it's trying to. And now if it just validates and keeps holding this uptrend, again, this is going to get very, very, very spicy. But Bitcoin now, I actually like to look at this a different way. And some could, don't shoot the messenger. Because it gave us evidence. And this is just backing up here, right? It gave us evidence of this move. Look at that. Oh, you can't make this up if it holds this. Or if it breaks down, you know the breakdown target is right there. And then it would come down to probably 71,345. But right now, Bitcoin is trying to defy logic and continue moving up. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We need some more volatility. The good news is we had a lot of volume come in overnight when we had that move. No volume coming in on the retest. This, again, looks like a bullish continuation in the making. Now, you know, we've looked at this a ton of times. A ton of times. We know it's trying to target up there, but it's also trying to finish off this pattern. So, oh, one of our resistances, I think, got deleted on Bitcoin. But eventually it's starting to, it's going to try to come up here to 75,000, or 76,000, I should say. That's where it looks to me like it's targeting. It really does. And then if it is rejected there, then it could come back down to the bottom of the formation. And then maybe, just maybe, the bottom of the formation now ends up being like 70,000 or 68 or something like that instead of having to break down completely. So that's that. That's Bitcoin. H-bar for Tanya. I know Tanya's in here, but H-bar is still trying to make this breakout. I think it's on its way too. We know it's technical target. We got to push it over here now, since it took a little bit longer now to break out. But we just keep moving it. So if it breaks out here, it's actually a higher technical target. So now it's at about 15.4. We own 10,000 H-bar as a community as well. Just over 10,000 as we bought it on FOMO Fridays. All I asked the audience was to help me. Not send it to me, but put it on your portfolio, $50 a week. And I'll show you how you can build something over time as long as it's in the right accumulation part of the cycle. Took us 11 weeks. We have a 5.2 cent average on the high end. And now, as you can see, we're getting closer to what, 150, 160% right now. And it hasn't even done much yet. We've already broken out of a bullish handle. Now we just got to break out of this rising channel, confirm it, and push up to 15.4 next layer. This is a beautiful thing that's forming right now. So, and this is actually off. I don't know why that's right there. Sometimes it moves. I hit it with my hands, but that's what it actually looks like. So, but yeah, that's looking hot. XPR is hot. Are you talking about Proton? Boiling hot? Is that are you talking about Proton, or did you? I'm assuming you're talking about Proton. Or are you talking about XRP? Because XRP is starting to move a little bit. Hey, Sir Johnson, where the heck were you when I needed you in the accumulation phase for Proton? That's one I forgot about. You wouldn't believe how many people reminded me of ones I needed to buy, like Solo and Casper and H-Bar and some of the other ones during the accumulation phase, because they would talk about it in the comments. I don't know, is it Proton? Is that the right one? I call it Proton. What the fuck's it? But anyhow, so we're looking at those ones. ZIL, we've been watching and it finally had a move. We knew that was coming. So ZIL, we targeted for our breakout move to 461. It actually broke out a little bit farther down. So if you just measure it from where it actually broke out, it hit its not quite the technical target yet, but just to make it transparent. So it's seeking out about 4.6 right now. Came pretty close though, so not mad about that. V-Chain's on a similar path here as ZIL was, so expect that push up. So a lot of these are looking for a push up. It's just a matter of who breaks out when. Who breaks out when. DGB, my baby, is up at 1.6. We have 77,700 tokens, or whatever you have if you bought with me, at 0.007 on average. Right now, DGB has built its cup, or almost its cup. It's getting close. It's got to come up just a little bit farther to about 0.18 and it'll have the cup formed. And then it's either one of two things, ready? It's either this would be the short-term cup that it has, or DGB reserves the right, because I think this is probably what it's going to do, and then it'll build the handle here instead. This is what will probably happen with DGB. That's why I keep saying 2-1 would be the bullish scenario. So I'm expecting it, if I'm being honest, not to just fizzle out here. I'm expecting it to come up there, if I'm being honest. So I'm still looking for a continuation to 2-1. And that would put us up 300% already on DGB. Oh man, my baby. I told you it's undervalued and underloved, underappreciated. But we love DGB here. XDC is at 5.47 cents. XDC, and we're going to get back into a lot of XRP. We are not even close to being done yet. This was the technical breakout target for XDC. And then we created what looked like a little bit of a rising channel that we broke out of. And now it looked like it wanted to try to back test this. But we have a technical move up, and it did it. And honestly, back tested it perfectly. So you can't make this shit up. That's why I love technical analysis. And now it's got to hold that. And the first target's going to be 5.9 cents again to get over. And ultimately, from the length of this descending formation, which looked like a very bullish consolidation, the technical target is 8.25 cents. So we got some big things going for XDC as well. A lot of good things going for XDC. XLM's at 15.1 cents, up 1.19%. XLM, just like XRP, is looking for a big breakout. It's already back tested this first part of the pattern. We're looking to come up here to about 17.3 And that's where we're going to have our meeting place. I think that's where it'll go when XRP's at 75. Should be somewhere around there. Unless that lines up more with 82, but I think that might line up with 75, but we'll see. But it's definitely, it broke out of this formation. It back tested it perfectly, just like XRP did with its formation. We always stay transparent here, so we have the targets in case it breaks down by level. But it didn't take that route. But we always put it up there just in case. So, let me get rid of some of this stuff so it's not as messy because it's on top of this. All right, so we back tested. And now we got resisted upon once at 15.9, twice, the third time in the daily. So we've had been pretty consolidatory today in this candle. So it's going to be big tomorrow's candle. But XLM is getting ready to finish out at least this move up to over 17 cents. So I hope 10 cents, honestly, I think it'll do way better than 10 cents, friend. It's going to take time, but I bought DGB in 21 at 5 cents, sold it at 15. Actually, it was closer to 16, but I just say 15 because I know for sure it was over 15. Just can't remember where over 15. And I bought it back at 007. I only owned 10,000 tokens in 21. Sold it out for $1,500. And I bought back 77,777 tokens for like $560. So essentially the exact same price for 7.7 times the number. And 700% cheaper than my initial buy-in at 5 cents. 99% cheaper from where I've sold out. You know, that's the only way I could build a portfolio the way I wanted to. I didn't have $50,000 to throw at it in the heart of a market. So I did my due diligence. Oh, I did my due diligence. XRP's over 69 cents again. So this is a good sign for the daily close as we're going to close in the positive. It looks like we only got 45 minutes till the close. But I honestly feel great. By not doing the live earlier in the day, it's enabling me to be able to talk better. So I might have to take that in consideration and just put all my efforts into one live a day at night. And then it won't have to be, you know, it will be able to flow as we go. So that's XRP. The market cap right now is at 37.75 billion. We've got a very nice resistance. This is a pivot point at 38.9. And then if we can get on top of it, we'll be looking to finish out this rising channel at 42.692 billion. That's how I know that XRP's got it within it to get to at least 75 again, but ultimately 82 cents. That's the target, that XRP, to hit that November of 21 resistance at 82 cents. That has to be the lineup with 42.6 billion. It occurred to me a while ago that was the setup. Looks like we're formed an inverted hammer possibly here as well. I don't think that's a bearish candle. I think this is a bullish consolidation. I agree, Captain Crypto. I 100% agree. One live is actually more than enough. But sometimes I do like to do the second one if we have something crazy going on. So, but I agree. It's better like this because then it's not like I'm rushing through my voice. And then it's just kind of like the updates in the morning. I just go as long as I want to. Some people get mad, but I honestly don't care. You know, people are going to put it into what they want, but it's weird that somebody would be mad that I'm putting in more effort. But I also put out the short one today as well, as everybody knows, Monday through Sunday. It's a 160-second short, and that's to give the analysis for the day and the projected targets. And that's something everybody could listen to stay in line for a day too. Let's see. And if you are watching and you're like, how do I leverage trade XRP as it's getting ready to move? Or how to spot trade? And by move, it could go up or down. Look in the video description below and our pinned comments for BITUNIX. That's for the USA, Canada, and abroad, as we found out in all these different countries across seas. You don't need a VPN, period. So if you don't want to feel like a criminal when you're trading, first of all, like I don't feel like a criminal trading because I'm not going to act like one. So if I'm buying it, I'm not using a VPN. I'm not using the exchange if I have to, period. It has the lowest fees, spot and leverage trading fees in the USA, and I can only speak for USA users because I'm not from abroad. But other than that, you don't even need to, I've not done a KYC, know your customer. But if you withdraw from there or deposit from a bank account into their exchange, you would have to. I sent crypto from another exchange, turned it into cash. It cost me $2. On BITUNIX, it would have cost me a lot more on Uphold. And that's the way I decided to do it. I also, I just think it's for the high times of volatility like Kraken and Uphold and BitGet and MEXC, the ones who turn their backs on us now. And the likes of Coinbase and Binance, they always go down in high times of volatility. Had enough. So we started doing a case study last July, and we've been blown away with BITUNIX. And I've had nothing but good feedback, and I've never had an issue. The only issue I have is that I didn't discover it sooner than last July, and I was paying fees in 21 like I used to. But anyhow, enough of that. I don't want to talk about that no more. That's in the video description below and or pinned comments. And then if you appreciate what I do, consider sending one YouTube super chat per month to pay it forward, as I do put in a lot of time, but it is worth every minute. Or consider joining Tom's Army and getting that emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens in month 1, all the way through the 2-year emoji badge, the XRP 589 moon badge. And then I'm going to have a 3-year badge soon, as my 3-year anniversary is coming up March 30th. And then I made partner in 6 weeks, and 4 weeks after that I was allowed to have paid subs. So in about 10 weeks, about 3 months, I should be able to have my 3-year badge out there. So moving on. Algo, as somebody brought up. Algo, as we really like Algo here, we bought 7,700 tokens. This is what we did after we bought HBAR. We did $75 a week here, and we said we were going to buy it till it broke 10 cents and not a penny more. And we did that. We got 7,700 tokens, and we moved on to other things we needed to buy. Solo was the next one, as a matter of fact, with Corium, and it really paid off there. Oh, it paid off. But we have an average of 10 cents. It's under... But we just say 10 cents because we know nothing was bought, maybe a small amount at 10 too. But everything was bought from either 10 cents, 9.5, some was 8.9 for a brief 1 or 2 day period. But other than that, I mean, we're rolling. We're up. It's so crazy to think we're up 210% almost. And we haven't even finished this move. If we break bullish like it looks like we're trying to, and we back test this at 29.33, which we basically already did, your technical target here out of this massive breakout, first layer is 45.4 cents, second layer is 52.5. This one you should have more high hopes than XRP in the short term because of where it's been recently. In the last bull run, it went up to $3.23, and then again in 22 it managed to make it all the way to 281. So you're talking about at our 10 cent buy-in. Oh yeah, that's 2,800%, 28 times your money. 28 times your money if it goes back up there. Told everybody back in 21 and 22 I couldn't buy it at those levels because I needed to have a portfolio that I wanted. But it was going to take patience. And I had to wait a long time. But I started sniping them, and that's why I'm not selling them, because I know where I'm going. I know where this community is going if we do it right. So that's Algo. Total crypto market cap's at 2.676 trillion. And then we got to do some reading here, folks. We got to do some reading here. Hope rises among XRP proponents for a significant upswing amidst crypto market expansion. So if somebody said they needed hopium, I'm going to give you another reason to be more bullish than just the technical analysis here. So the total crypto market cap, we had a technical target. First layer was up to 2.71 trillion. If it gets on top of that, we can finish the entirety of the move up to 3 trillion. The significance of that is that's the highest we've ever been with the market cap of crypto. You get into discovery, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a very interesting time in crypto. So that's what we got through all of the charts. We'll revisit the XRP chart when we get done. As XRP's up on the day right now at just about 0.08% as it's fought its all the way back from being down a couple percent as it found its way down at 66.9 cents at about 7:30 this morning on the Eastern time zone, Eastern Standard Time. So let's read this real quick. Hope rises among XRP proponents for a significant upswing amidst crypto market expansion. So, in the last week, XRP experienced a 19.9% increase in its value against the US dollar, reaching a peak of 74.4 cents per coin on March 11, 2024. Its price has since retreated a hair, now trading at 68.5 cents per XRP. Although the digital currencies market results have captured as much attention, or haven't captured as much attention as Bitcoin and Ethereum, proponents of XRP, the sixth biggest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, anticipate it's poised for an upswing. Amidst the flourishing crypto economy, XRP enthusiasts bet on a bright future. The crypto market has experienced a significant growth recently, with the combined market value of the myriad cryptocurrencies currently standing at approximately $2.7 trillion. Bitcoin and a number of other digital currencies have either hit record price levels or are nearing their previous highs. In contrast, XRP's performance has been relatively modest. For example, while Bitcoin has climbed 172% in the last 6 months, and Ethereum by 146%, XRP has only registered a 42% increase against the US dollar during the same period. 7-day statistics show XRP has increased by 19.9% and 17.9% over the past 2 weeks. Despite the subdued market results, XRP enthusiasts and members of the so-called XRP armies believe the digital currency is on the brink of a substantial uplift. One advocate recently mentioned that XRP's price trends appear eerily similar to 2017 before it, while another commented that XRP will leave all cryptos in the dust. You can't stop the inevitable, XRP, the X account dubbed Black Swan Capitalist wrote. XRP has consistently ranked among the top 10 crypto assets for several years. Yet the ongoing lawsuit between Ripple Labs and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has loomed large over the cryptocurrency. Additionally, the personal XRP accounts of Ripple Labs co-founder Chris Larsen were compromised, resulting in the freezing of assets due to unauthorized access. The breach event garnered considerable focus within the cryptocurrency sphere and might have contributed to a hindrance for XRP amidst the recent crypto economy's ascent. No, that's not what it is. We're just stuck in a 77-month consolidation. All the rest of that is just nonsense. This is what the pattern calls for. Hey, I'm sorry. When we went from $3.50 down to 10.4 cents approximately, from resistance to the support after hitting all-time highs, that's how long it took. When you measured it out, that's what happened. And we kept getting confirmation after confirmation. Now we have a chance. Finally. So online forecasts are quite optimistic, with a prime XBT report stating that XRP is undervalued and some pundits believing it could be worth as high as a maximum price of $4. Predictions featured on the King Lily blog suggest XRP could achieve a value of 84.6 cents per unit by March 30th, 2024. I don't see anything wrong with that. This year, Changelly anticipates XRP will close with a minimum price at 98.3 cents. An average value of $1.01 and a peak price of $1.16 per coin. Additionally, the projected price for 2025 is $1.39. So that means, by their projections, the minimum price in 2025 is $1.39. That means your $3,500 that you paid for when we bought in for 10,000 tokens is going to be worth that minimum $13,900, they're saying, by 25, or in 25. The highest expected price being $1.69. The blog's forecast extending up to 2027 still do not surpass XRP's historic peak. XRP proponents fondly recall the 2017 bull run as it approached the time when the digital currency neared its all-time price peak. It wasn't until January 7, 2018 that XRP reached $3.40 per coin. Nearly 6 years ago, unlike Bitcoin and Ethereum, which reached new zenith prices during the 2021 bull run, XRP did not surpass its previous high. Today, it still needs to rise by 75% to even approach its 2018 highs, and in this bull run, it faces a host of new crypto competitors in the top 10 ranking. So, that's where we stand right now. 32 minutes until the close. XRP is at 68.7 cents on average. So Stanley's about to I sold my Tom's Army badge for excellent. So we're just waiting for this close so we can see exactly where this is. It's 32 minutes from now. We do have I mean, it's a beautiful thing. If we did break out, this is what we're targeting right now. And this foretold every drop on this uptrend the entire way since January of 2023. To the resistance in July of 23, to the support in August of 23, to the support in January of 23, to the support in January of 24, to the support in March of 2024. And this downtrending resistance started in November of 2021. How did it know? So even if we're not bullish and we do break 75, this is where it's telling us our target's going to be. So this is interesting. This is very interesting. I don't make predictions. I just show you what could happen. I'm not a financial advisor, so what the hell do I even know? I'm just showing you what my brain is showing me. I'm putting on what I see in my head on paper. And by the way, all this technical analysis, I taught myself how to do, so I don't even know what I'm saying. You know, I only know it for how I perceive it, not anybody else. That's why I'm dangerous. My technical analysis is not molded after anybody because nobody would give me the time of day. You know, so it's different. And then as I started seeing things, I started researching the formations that I could see, and then it snowballed. And then I was a sponge for knowledge. I would watch Peter Schiff and hear what he had to say, and I'd watch Mike Maloney because he'd always show the gold and silver charts. And then I'd watch Robert Kiyosaki, not that he really knew anything about charting, and now he's just become a big fudster, but in his day he was good. And I watched Jordan Peterson and guys like that to help mold your fundamental thinking and emotional standpoint. But my prediction, not prediction, my expectation is that XRP at minimum comes up here to 74.7 cents. But I expect, and just because I expect something doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I expect XRP to hit that November of 2021 resistance at 82 cents roughly. I expect it. I expect it at this point. So I expect it. This is what I expect to happen. Does it mean it's going to? No. But this is what I expect. Any idea what the news with the long SEC? We have to wait until the end of this month for the next information to come out. Technically, they've got until the end of April to figure something out still. I expect it on a t-shirt, please, Tom. I would love to do a t-shirt. I would love to. I could do a t-shirt that says I expect it, for sure. I could do a t-shirt, but I would have Julie do it. Should rename to Dangerous Tom Crypto. Yeah, you know. I don't know. My name will never change. When I become a millionaire, because we will, it's still going to be XRP Future Millionaire, and people are going to be like, wait a minute, you didn't make $1 million on XRP. I'm going to be like, no. But XRP is what brought us together. It doesn't mean you have to just make it on XRP. See, everybody's just, I don't know. But XRP, man. If it wasn't for XRP, we wouldn't all be together, so. But this is what I expect. I expect. Oftentimes what we expect and anticipate, they don't always play out, but this is what I think. Oh. Okay, my friend. Okay, now we're on the right page. If we break out, now we get to go to the real chart, folks. Now get ready. Now somebody brought up the long-term pattern, which I haven't talked about the whole day. See? An hour and 14 minutes in, and we can divulge into this because I still have a voice and didn't have to end after an hour. See? This is if we break out. Our catalyst would be if we break out of this. This is our 77-month consolidation for anybody who's new, right? So to put it in short, We came up here, swung back around to support right here where I circle, back up, and now we've done this. If XRP, and doesn't that look like one of the biggest W's you've ever seen in your life if this actually plays out like this? And I brought this up a long time ago before we ever rounded back up. Doesn't this look like the biggest W that we could ever see? Could you imagine if it did play out like something like this, and then it back tested, and then we broke out? Now some people might understand how I got my first long target. It's always up there. You just have to look high enough. That's how I got that target. That would be my first long target if this plays out. So, but it's the technical target is if we break out of this formation and we follow Bitcoin. Remember, it only took 9 days back in 2021 for XRP to go from 59 cents to $1.98. So if we're doing a similar style run like XRP always does, it likes to do it at the last moment to catch up. If we do that, we haven't, since 2021, this is the cup. We haven't formed this cup yet. This is just in the making. The real cup here would be all the way back up to $1.97. See what happened here? Because of the longevity of this consolidation, XRP needed to form a cup to push it back to all-time highs off a bullish handle. That's what's happening here, if it plays true. That's why I said the only way this can be invalidated is if we lose that entirety of that consolidation that started in 2018 in January when it hit all-time highs, and the uptrend started in March of 2020. So you can't lose that uptrending support, and that right now is at about 38 cents. So as long as that pattern held, and it can go out until December of this year, right after Christmas or right into early January. So as long as that holds, that's what we're looking at. That's why I always show this pattern too, always. I mean, look at the size of that. If it plays out, if that actually makes a bullish cup, that's a huge W. And guess what, folks? That W, and I think I'm misleading everybody because you don't even have to go that high. Because technically, we could use it from anywhere. That's just a high wick. We could take the W from here and come around, or even take the W from where it first hit. And you can just make it look like this too. And I think that would make more sense to people. I mean, look at that. Look at that. So, I mean, that could be something unbelievable. So I'm going to delete that so you can see the actual cup and handle. But that is what could play out of what's happening right now if we play bullish. If we play bullish out of what we have set up in front of us right now, and we should, at least short term, because like I've said before, that rising channel resistance from June of 2022, see, you tie it all together. Tie it all together and it makes more sense. The big breakout candle in the daily, we had 118 million. We start breaking down and consolidate 57. We have our dump candle, 29.5. Follow the volume. Volume predicts price. Everything looks so nice, as somebody says, but it does look nice. Julie, what time are they going to be here? I'm just talking. Are you good? I love you. We're waiting on the girls to get here. We get to, because they're at their dad's right now, the step kids. But they're going to be here for a week starting today, so we're very happy about that. Normally we wouldn't get them until Thursday and then the weekend, but they're staying here an extra day, so it's nice. Very nice. But anyhow, this is what's going on, so that's why I'm so excited. So when everybody asks, Tom, why are you so bullish all of it? It's not just all of a sudden, though. We've been talking this since we bought back in. So what do we think, everybody? Is this malarkey? Or does this make sense to everybody? Because to me, this is more than malarkey. This is more than malarkey. The only thing that's malarkey is the way this is set up. That's better. I think this is more than malarkey. I think this is something. She just walked back inside, but I will tell her when she walks back outside, my friend. I will tell her. And look, guys, my hair's getting pretty long. For anybody who's new, I told everybody I wouldn't cut my hair last July until XRP hit $1. It's been almost 9 months now. So that's what's going on. You know, so, and the goatee as well. So it's getting quite long. I dare say if I cut my hair and my goatee, I'd look a lot thinner too. Is it typically bullish for crypto when the US dollar goes down? Typically, okay. So when the US dollar is going down, it may appear to be bullish, but that's actually a non-correlation. The only thing correlated there is it might be worth more. It might be worth more because the value of the dollar is less. So it appears to be more, even though when you cash out, it's worth less when you try to use your money. So you have less purchasing power. So on appearance, it looks more. So that certainly is something that could be to be noted. So maybe XRP gets to 350 again, but our dollar is only at like 60. So that would be equivalent to XRP being at like $1.70 in today's terms, or $1.90. So that's something to consider. Oh, thank you. Somebody said great head of hair. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. But yeah, so I'm just waiting, guys. I'm just waiting. Like, the reason why spot is so awesome is because we can sit here. We don't stress out. The only stressful part was when we were accumulating. That's the hardest part, because you don't know. You're taking a shot in the dark that you were right, and you waited so long to buy at the right spot. And then we knew 20% down. But with XRP and certain other ones, I just bought them all at once when it was at prices. Some of the other ones we could accumulate. But XRP moves too fast when it hits the bottom. Mark, you just sent a super chat and it didn't show. No, it didn't show. It did not. Let me log in on my phone because I don't see it on my tablet. No, I don't see anything as far as a super chat that was just sent. I had a few super chats and some people joined Tom's Army in the beginning. But I haven't seen it. I haven't had a super chat in a little bit. If $1 is a haircut, I think $10 should be a mohawk. No, listen. That's when I reserve the right to get a haircut. But I've often said, I think I'm going to wait till we get to all-time highs. Could you imagine? How much was it, Mark? How much was it? I still want to thank you properly. Huh. What's a good price to start? Okay. $2 euro, I think, or $2 donation, Mark. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, Mark. I don't know why it didn't show it, but I appreciate the generosity from you, my friend. I really do. Thank you so much, Mark. I don't know why it didn't show. It normally shows me, but YouTube has been known not to show me like members of Tom's Army and stuff. So, yeah, crypto market's awesome. 24/7, 365. That's why I like it. But a good price to start along. Everybody in the community knows I have $2,000 on BITUNIX, and I keep it there in reserve for a right to buy something and try to ride a wave. I threw an extra $2,000 on XRP. It cost me $2 in fees. On Uphold, it wouldn't even be worth it. See, it would have cost me like 80 bucks. So it wouldn't even be worth it. Because then if you don't do it right. But I ended up buying in, as everybody knows, I was waiting for a dip yesterday. I didn't get a great price. I didn't get down at 66.7. I bought in on the dip this morning at 60. I'm only up like 30 or 40. It's like 60. The fuck was it? 67.8 cents. So I'm barely even up. And that was on top of what I've already owned. John Patek, thank you so much for the $9.99 with the AMM going live. Do you see the TA lining up? I do. Oh, it's definitely lining up. Tell him that all the time would be cool. It would be cool to meet all of them. I think it'd be cool to meet all of you. That's why I said one day we're going to have a big party on the Great Lakes. I'm being serious. And one day, if this goes right, I'm going to make it. I'm going to start going to all the countries of the fans. I'm not even joking. If things went right, I would make stops and not even tell anybody, and I would just go there and start doing updates for a few days. A few days in each city. But if you want to do like this is the longer term if you wanted to do this for the overextension, because then you might push up back tests for leverage traders. So keep this in mind too. If we break up, If it breaks up, your first target, you're probably going to hit 70 cents. And then we're going to have to try to back test and hold like 693 if it doesn't push past there. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And that was formed because of what we pushed before. So just don't get mad at me. Just that's what it is. So yes, we have a chance at a breakout, but that's like your overextension, and that shows you the proper area of a defined bull flag. Does that make sense to everybody? Zoom in for fuck's sake. It breaking 30-minute. Hey, we can zoom in. We can zoom in and say, Tom, please, I know you're putting in a lot of time, and it's been an hour and 25 minutes, and you're trying your ass off. But I do like your directness. See, it got me to do it. So you say do that fucking thing. There it is. There it is. Let's see. Was that Mark? There we go, Mark. Mark Caston. The $2 donation. Sometimes it takes a while, but it at least showed. Excellent. Thank you, Mark, so much for that $2 donation. I am so glad it showed so that you get the peace of mind. Oh, that's the second one? Well, at least it showed one of them. So thank you for the second $2 donation. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. So I bought 10,000 tokens. Well, actually 12,000 if I'm being honest. At 34.6 cents. But I always tell everybody 10,000 because that's what I won't sell, period. Oh, I was going to say, it should give you your money back if it didn't work. So good, I'm glad to see that. But when I bought it yesterday, I can tell you approximately how many shares I have. I have, and this is the difference, 10,000 tokens I got for $3,460 back, you know when we bought it last year. For, how many tokens did it give me? 2,873 tokens. It's worth $1,977 approximately right now. I opened up a small leverage trade too with the other funds, so I put like, it's a small amount, not a huge leverage trade, but I like to match it up, so I had like 1,900 and some change in the spot trade, and then $100 and some change in a 20x trade, which is not at 669 either. So, but that's how I'm decided to do this. But yeah, if you're asking me where a good spot is, I took a shot here and added, how many shares is that? I'm not even sure how many tokens that equals. Hold on. I added, and this is just for a swing on BITUNIX. I would never do this on uphold. And like I said, you don't need to do a KYC on here, so it's one of those things. 2,873 tokens I got of XRP extra now for this little move. So if it goes up 20%, I see it's worthwhile, just to keep myself transparent with everybody. So that's what's going on there. That's what's going, and I have no stop loss. If it were to break down, I would just get liquidated out of 100 and something and some change if it went down too far. But I'm very wise. I always add to my position so that and I have it in a cross margin so that it has a little more liquidity to pull from. Just make sure everything that you have in a leverage trade account, if you have it in cross margin, it's up for grabs, FYI. But yeah, so we're just waiting for this. We got 14 minutes till the daily close. I'm waiting for the girls to get here. And honestly, I'm still having a good time. So I know it's been an hour and a half, but I have no intention of leaving just yet. Thanks, Tom. Happy day. Thank you so much, James Montgomery. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Tom, no, I'll laugh a lot. I do need to do KYC, unfortunately, and only discovered after transferring. Well, yeah, you have to do KYC if you transfer money into the account. If you're doing it with cash. The KYCs, if you send crypto from another exchange, is what I was saying. I have not done a KYC, and I've put money on and off the exchange. Just to another exchange, though, both times. On from another exchange and off to another exchange. So maybe I needed to be clear. That's what I meant by that. But if it's different in the UK, I would love to know. Because obviously I can only go by what happens in the USA. But man, this looks bullish. I mean, it looks bullish. We just got a few things to clear out here. It does look bullish though. Okay, good. So that does make sense. But yeah, you do need to do a KYC if you put money on from your bank, or if you withdraw into a bank account, because obviously they want to know who the hell you are, if it's going to the right bank. Also, it's an easy way, you know. But yeah, it does look like it. You just got alert XRP is on the move. It's at 70 cents now. What? I mean, it's starting to move a little bit, but right now it's just breaking 69 cents on our charts. Julie, did you move the bowl? Grab it off the counter, bring it out to you. So I think it's on the counter in the kitchen, because we never finished it. Everybody's getting an alert that XRP's at 70 cents. Oh, we're starting to move here in the last 5 minutes here. Let me look on Uphold. Let me look at the Uphold price real quick. Let me look at my Uphold price, folks. I got an alert just now from Uphold that says the price is up 3.07% in the last 10 hours is 69.1 cents. That was my alert from Uphold. Did you get it? Okay. I didn't see anything else. Mm-hmm. I'm just talking up until the close. See, this is good, Julie. One live a day, because then if I do go on at 6:30, I can talk into the close at 8 o'clock for an extra half hour instead of doing 2 hours live. It could be an hour and a half or whatever it turns. You know what I mean? So I think, guys and gals, this works out better for most days than doing 2 lives, just because since the clock got flipped forward, now it doesn't have the daily close till 8. So if I come on at 6:30, I could talk till 8 now. Sacrifice the live in the afternoon unless there's something big going on, and still do my daily work, and we can be on together more at night into the close. I think that's a great idea, because most people are at work anyhow. I think that's a much better idea. But if there's something going on, we can obviously still have a live during the afternoon. Julie, I'm going to go put this in the backyard. All right, everybody. I'm right here. I just got to go set something in the backyard. The girls are about to be here. Dude, it's always good adrenaline when they're about to get here. Good adrenaline. All right, sorry about that. I had to go put something in the backyard. So it looks like we're ready. It looks like we're ready. Even if you look at it from that view like that, I think it's a great way to look at it. But then, I mean, obviously, you know, it's got different style targets here too. If you start looking at it from that perspective, I mean, it becomes a lot wider. That's how you get to 82 cents. But for everybody who's just tuning in, the beautiful thing about this is that we back tested a breakout finally. And that's what, and I'm trying to show different ways. I think that's them, Julie. This is different ways to look at this, you know, as our breakout. I'm just trying to show different ways to look at this pattern. Oh, I guess that's not them. It'll look like them from back there, but that is not their SUV. But I actually like the other chart that I show better than this one. But this just gives you the interpretation of how it came down from there and how we did the little downtrend. So basically this chart is meant to show you this part of the rotation. Let's just put it that way. This chart's meant for here. We've got the longer term bull flag put out, but this is the short term that we have to break out of before we could even do anything, let's just say. So that's what we're trying to break out of in the short term. And then if you want the entirety of the bull flag, so we can take away, yeah, we're only going to have a short target here on this one. But we know where it's going, but I'm not going to put the targets on this one. This will just be the short target. More on like a small breakout from this area. Because this can give us our first layer area and then a retest. So we'll have to watch for this at 73 cents. There they are, Julie. But that's that out of that short part of the pattern. But that's our back test. This pattern's important. This is our back test on the rising channel resistance in June of 2022. And we hit it twice and now we bounced out. And then the more important part is if we're looking at it from a more grandstanding pattern, we go to, oh yeah, I hit it on this one. This formation. And this tells us the entire bull flag, and then it gives us our target out of the first part of the setup. So, and then we also have the bigger target. Hi, Michaela. Hi, Scarlett. How are you? Good. Let's see. So now we have, this would be off the top of the pattern. So even just coming off of here, this is a small target just on the formation, but it gives you 3 areas that we can actually look at, because then we know the bull flag that we actually made is actually all the way up at the top at 82 cents if we actually do the flag pull. So that's how you get the targets. It's just different ways to see different targets, but all I really care about, and I'll probably delete the short targets, just not on this chart because gotta have it somewhere. But this is the actual target. If we break out, and it puts you right in there. So that's your actual target. So I'll keep the short target just because. But that's your real technical target on the breakout. It's coming up there to 82 cents. And that's a beautiful consolidation, and I can feel it. I feel like it's close. What does everybody think? As we're winding down this live, what does everybody think? As I know it's been a long live, I'm appreciative, but I want to know what everybody thinks here at the end of this, as we have 4 minutes until the daily close. I'm excited to still be here. And it looks like we're going to close over 69 cents, which is actually a really nice close. Really nice close. From where we went down to earlier in the day. But it does feel like we're building a little bit of short-term momentum here. It does. This is our next major target we're coming up to. Right in that area. Right in that area. Just depending on chart. So we're very close. Actually, you know what? I almost think we should just get rid of that chart. That one, it's too many charts. That one doesn't even matter. I actually like the newer chart better than that one that goes in November of this year. The other one's already covered. So that was just a temporary one we needed. So let's see. Looks like we're going to close right about 69 cents. And Bitcoin, and what I've noticed is that XRP usually has a correlation to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, until we finally flip it, it's at 73,100. XRP is undervalued. It should be at 73.1 cents. Under the formula right now, that everything Bitcoin's doing is XRP's doing it on the, the fractional sense. So even in that terms, we should be up near 73 cents right now. I think there's an imminent breakout coming for XRP. We just encourage it to be a breakout to the top side. And that's what I believe is going to happen. But who knows? Maybe we have a breakout to the downside. Nothing would surprise me anymore. It's just my expectation is for a breakout. Also, we continue to be on pump watch for Solo, as we expect Solo to be breaking out here any time. Anytime to the top side. We could have a first leg push down here, maybe consolidate to 15 cents again. and then try to break out, but this is ready. Beautiful big W reversal. Back tested the neckline of the W reversal, or just depending on where you want to talk about. But the last part of it, the neckline's right around in here, so it back tested it perfectly on the wick. So I think Sologenic's getting ready, and I have 10,000 of those babies. My average started out at for 5,000 at like 9.2 cents. By the time it was all said and done, it's right around 10.2 cents now. Not mad about it. It's like 10 cents. I'm not mad about it. But I almost wish I had more, but the way the portfolio had to split up, there was only $1,000 to go around, you know. So for this. But it came at a sacrifice of corium when it had a nice run up when it hit 30 cents not too long ago. Came up to, back in December, came up to 32 cents, took advantage right here when it swung back to 25. So that's when I did what I had to do. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Solo. I'm waiting for XRP. I think Quant front ran this move for us as usual for XRP. Quant made this move already off of the retest of the handle breakout. And now it made its move up to the next layer. It's telling us that XRP is destined for 84 cents, in my opinion. And now look what Quant's doing. It's building another bullish consolidation. That looks pretty damn good to me on the first sign of the consolidation. That looks pretty good to me. It's not just falling out. It's doing it in a nice, stable way. Oh, absolutely. The overall stability of XRP is very intriguing, and I believe that's a case study all in itself, going unseen. Guys and gals, I have a feeling something big is going to happen with silver. I have not seen it move this little. It was stuck at 25 cents for hours. Now it's up to 25.03. Something's going on here. Something big's happening right now. I can't quite figure it out. Something big's about to happen. So the daily close happened. I'm glad I was able to stay on long enough, as it's been an hour and 42 minutes, and we're catching our limit here, as you can probably hear in my voice. But I am so glad we could do this until the close. I just want to see how it shakes out here in the first couple minutes, personally. And I want to see if XRP starts out hot here, because it had a very big consolidator day in the last daily. I want to see if XRP starts out hot. Oh, no. You already missed. I mean, Theta, if you were doing that, you would have wanted to get in Theta back at 85 cents. Theta's at like $3 and something cents now. It could still run a lot, but to flip it out of XRP at this point to put it into Theta when it's already run like it has, you could be asking for a heartache in the future. XRP is its own entity. Don't be shifting out of XRP for something else. That's a no-no. You got to give XRP its chance. If you want to do that, you might as well buy something else. The chances are it's going to run before XRP, and then you can swing out of that to put into XRP, if that's how you wanted to do it. But I don't advise that, personally. Hey, Crypto Scrooge, I talked about you earlier. I didn't want to bring it up before, but it has come to my attention in the past few weeks that I haven't seen an update out of you for like a month. I don't know. Hopefully everything's going good. But I do appreciate your content, and as a holder of Solo myself, of 10,000 tokens because of you, like, I am so honored to have that many tokens. Crypto Scrooge, you have no idea. Because you instilled it in me that I had to own that token, if for any other reason that it only had, what is it, a 400 million total circulating supply. So, and then you taught me about it, and I watched your updates for months as I was buying it. And now, as we can see with Solo looks like it's getting ready for a move. A big one. Big one. As long as it plays true out of here. Then Crypto Scrooge, I want to thank you personally for educating me enough to feel comfortable in buying Solo, and I'm so blessed that I did. My average is about 10 cents right now. I didn't get the bottom. I was a little bit lower, and then I bought more around 11 cents to get up to 10,000 to double up. But that formation right there is something special. The fact that it was in a falling channel Oh, I appreciate. Well, I don't want to force you into doing something, but I came to, you know, you come to, you start to like have a routine. That's how I felt with your video. So, but the good thing is it allowed me to go back to some of your lives that I never got a chance to watch. So I've been able to watch those, you know, some of them 10, 15 minutes at a time and just get through all the information. And I'm telling you, I've never felt so comfortable with something that I didn't personally know about like I do solo. And then I went and did my own, man, oh man. That would have been something that I would have really regretted missing. So like, I thank you, my friend, for that. So if you guys are looking for some genuine information about solo, Crypto Scrooge's been in the community forever, since the beginning. He's been in Tom's Army for over 2 years, and I thank you so much for that, Crypto Scrooge. But go follow him. Put your link in the comments, Crypto Scrooge. You're only like 100 and something subscribers away from 1,000. And I think if you get back on it, you should, especially if solo's about to bounce here. This is your time. You built into this for everybody. I think you should enjoy the views now. So, thank you so much. Well, this is solo right here. I think the chart's looking great. We got this nice W reversal. We have a nice broadening wedge forming, which is a bullish continuation. We have a technical target of 21 cents on the breakout. And we already broke out of a falling channel, in my opinion. Like, I could be wrong. Everybody has their own interpretation. But I believe we are just breaking out of a falling channel. And what do we know about that? That's a bullish continuation, or a bullish reversal, I should say. And I 100% believe that we are in a falling channel. And this goes back farther, but that just makes it easier to see. Right? So if that's the case with everything I'm seeing, this is very, very bullish. And I dare say the first target would be the top of this broadening wedge somehow, some way. I think this is super bullish. I mean, super bullish. I'm talking about it for a reason today, because I really do. Look, this technical breakout, and this is how I had it measured out before. That's how I got the 19.3 target originally. I predicted to myself that it was a channel and that it would break out. That's the technical target. And the fact that it broke out at this exact point is crazy to me. And then if you get on top of there, the technical target of this little wedge that we formed, I guess it's just a wedge. I don't know if it's broadening or not. But actually, I don't think it is. It is a little bit. I guess it is a little broadening. Unless it's more, if we want to just say it's a wedge. You know what? Actually, you know what? I fucked this up. In a good way. It's actually like that. I messed that up in a good way. I think that's what we're looking at, maybe. Nah, because then how do you account for... See, this is where it gets speculative. Like, do you put it like this? Which I actually argue that you would. Nah, it doesn't even matter. It's speculative at this point. But it did already show us the evidence, so we could absolutely do it like that because it showed us the evidence of the pattern already. But I think it looks really bullish. I think short-term target, we're looking for that move to 19.3, but ultimately to break out, I think we're looking at 21.1 cents here in the short term. I really do. I really do, but this is what I want everybody to realize. There's something that's going on here that's very hard to see. And my eyes just trained for this. My one eye. If this swings out, I mean, you're talking about a massive... I mean, no matter how you look at this, if this were to break out, you're coming up here at some point. I'm telling you, this could be an epic rally. We're looking at a short-term cup to form here, my friends. And we all know about the cups. How bullish they are with that bullish handle. Something's going on here, man. I think, and this is speculation, obviously, Solo Scrooge and everybody who likes Solo. I think much like XRP, this is on the first leg of like a handle, a cup like this. I think we're coming up like 40 cents in the near future. Am I wrong? So, we'll see. What's up with the wick hunt? I don't know what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean. So, but yeah, that's what I got, everybody. That's what I got. I hope this live helped. Make sure if you are still watching that you click on the video description below and or right now the pinned comments. so that you can join BITUNIX. Don't pay the high spot fees and leverage trading fees like every other exchange. You don't need a VPN to trade. They're up in high times of volatility. And they're available in the USA, Canada, and across the seas, as I'm finding out, Australia, the UK. Some of the few that have told me so far in the chat that they can use it over there as well. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of that. If you do appreciate my work, consider one time per month sending a YouTube super chat or joining Tom's Army. And then hit that like button before you leave so that YouTube will recommend this live. And then subscribe to the channel as well if you want to see another update in live, because I do a live every morning when I first get up for 20 to 25 minutes and I release it in the AM. I do a short sometime, and then I do this live for sure at night at 6:30 p.m. every day, Monday through Sunday. But most days I was doing a live during the afternoon when we're busy. But now that we're slowing down a little bit again, I'm just going to make a more extended live into the close. So it's going to be like an hour and a half, usually lives, as long as I have the time, but no less than an hour. So I appreciate everybody. So hit that subscribe button and join us and continue the journey. As we went over 20,800 subscribers yesterday or early this morning, we're so close to 21,000 now, it's crazy. So I thank each and every one of you. XRP, we're looking for a breakout. Just continue to watch what we talked about today in this entire live. We're looking for the continuation. We've already back tested twice. Now we're looking for the continuation out of here. So it's going to be pretty interesting how this plays out here in the days to come. We're already breaking out of the short-term area. And what's cool is in the 15-minute, as you see, I didn't talk about it a lot because I didn't want to freak anybody out. But you see what we did in the 15. See, now we're going to see what actually is going to happen, because we did see an overzealous pull down here. What exchange was that we seen that on? See, this is why I like seeing all that. Look at that. Now, if we're going up, that's a liquidity hunt for leverage traders, what it just did there on that exchange. So on Binance just pulled a dick move. Binance just hunted liquidity. Binance just hunted the longs on leverage trades. That's what I mean. Be very careful when you're leverage trading. So have a good night, everybody. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Stay blessed, everybody. Thank you all so much.